What is this course about, and what is carbon literacy? Over the next 3 modules, this course will help educate and inform healthcare staff around climate change and carbon literacy. I will explain what greenhouse gases are and the impact they are having on the climate. I will show some of the impacts the changing climate is having both nationally and internationally, and we will see the effects on human health. I will discuss how the climate change will affect how we deliver health services to the patients in primary care to improve their health. And we will explore some of the actions we can take to reduce our contributions to the greenhouse gas emissions. This course is specifically tailored to those in primary care. The sessions are mostly run online and total learning will be around 8 hours. You can start and stop these videos as you wish and complete them at your own pace. The course length should be up to 8 weeks. At the end of the course, you will have an improved understanding of climate change and greenhouse gas emissions, the likely impacts on health and healthcare, and what actions we can take as individuals, businesses, communities and society to reduce their effects. We will have a plan produced to achieve this. This course has been certified by the Carbon Literacy Project to ensure it is relevant, accurate and meets their high standards. This course is spread over 3 modules. The first module introduces a background to climate change. The second module is the carbon footprint of healthcare, focusing on primary care specifically. And the third module involves planning a personal and practice action plan. This first module has 4 sections. It starts with an overview to climate change and carbon literacy. The first 90 minutes are spent watching Climate Change: The Facts, presented by Sir David Attenborough. This documentary is available on the BBC iPlayer. There are a series of 10 questions to be answered and submitted for progress to the second module. These answers are used towards the final certificate. Subsequent sessions cover the basic science behind greenhouse gases, climate change and global heating, examines the impact around the globe and covers vulnerability of some countries, including the expected impacts in the United Kingdom. We look at the global agreement from Paris in 2015 and the legal position in the United Kingdom from the Climate Change Act in 2008. The final session in this module looks at the greenhouse gas emissions by different sectors in the UK and what has been achieved so far and what challenges lie ahead. There are questions within the course guide which can be answered and submitted for progress towards the final certificate. The second module looks specifically at contributions from healthcare. It examines the overall carbon footprint and carbon emission hotspots within the NHS and general practice. We look at the factors which contribute to an individual's carbon footprint and how to start planning personal reductions, followed by a final session looking at the methods a practice can use to start reducing its overall footprint. The final module will be done with the practice. It will involve a practice meeting and can be supported by an online session. The outcome is a practice-level action plan for reduction, looking at achieving a measured reduction in carbon emissions over the next decade. There are videos for each of the sessions and questions to be answered for the end of each module. The final pieces of work submitted will contribute towards the final certificate issued on behalf of the Carbon Literacy Project. The whole course will involve planning personal and practice-wide actions. It requires collaborative discussions within the practice and an input from a range of practice staff for the production of the final plan. This will need to be submitted for the final certificate. Carbon literacy is defined by the Carbon Literacy Project as an awareness of the carbon costs and impacts of everyday activities and the ability and motivation to reduce emissions on an individual, community and organisational basis. The emphasis is on both learning about the topic but also understanding the actions we can take as individuals and organisations to reduce the emissions and lessen their harmful impact. This online course has been designed for healthcare professionals in line with the principles devised by the Carbon Literacy Project. Successful completion of this course results in a certificate showing that you meet the carbon literacy standard. To receive the certificate, you will be filling out a short assessment after each section and designing and committing to your specific actions. In 2019, Sir David Attenborough said that the moment of crisis had come in regards to tackling climate change. We know that the average annual temperature of the globe has been increasing over the last couple of centuries, but what else do we know? An introduction to understanding climate change is through Climate Change: The Facts. This is a BBC-produced documentary presented by Sir David Attenborough and available on iPlayer. There are 10 questions available in the workbook. Please have them to hand so they are available while you enjoy the programme. They are also on the next slide. These are the 10 questions to be answered. When the documentary and questions are complete, please keep them in a safe place until the end of the module. It is important to recognise the emotions that climate change can bring out in people. How did the film make you feel? Common emotions can be fear, anger, sadness, despondency, guilt, or responsibility. It is normal to have negative emotions when confronted with such a massive global problem. Some people can feel insignificant in their contributions, both to the problem and to the solutions. The following sections will help to show that there is reason for hope and that we have not yet left it too late. Through actions that we can collectively and individually take, we can improve the health of ourselves and our patients while improving the quality of life for the rest of mankind and ensuring good planetary health. I hope that you have enjoyed this first introductory session. Thank you for listening. We will move on to the second session where we will discuss some of the science behind the greenhouse gases and the science of climate change in more detail.